That really hurts. Don't do that.
My hands are cold.
That was your cue, by the way.
What was my cue?
Exactly.
You guys needed to wait for me. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. Okay, welcome everybody to the Average Blokes podcast.
Yeah. We already had the tree episode though, Troy.
If it ain't fixed, don't break it.
What do you think you're doing, Kyle?
Do a poo. Get out of bed.
Don't worry, mate. In the sea, there are fish. Yeah, I know that, man.
Well, I guess you could say, technically.
Should be careful. Those things are copyrighted, apparently.
Yeah, it's funny because I've just gone through the stream setup of this episode, and it said yes, it's made for kids. I'm like, no, it's not. Welcome to episode 106 of the Average Blokes podcast, and coming to you once again from a abandoned basement in Bunbury. I'm gonna keep running with this stupid joke that doesn't make no sense.
This is where we are. We're all in the same house, in the same basement.
Yeah. Equally with terrible microphones. Well, comparatively, like everyone's got a completely different microphone.
That's true.
Yes, it's true. It's true. And yes, today again with me is Dr. Raymondism and Happy Gilmore. Fresh off the set of Happy Gilmore 2.
And we're here with Toyota Hilux.
Yes. Because you said...
Because you don't send a ute to do a Lux's job.
Yeah. And you don't see Kia Tasmans yet, so I can't call myself that. So
that's true. That's right.
Yeah. I think after a week, we have not seen a Kia Tasman.
No, not yet.
No.
I haven't spotted one down here yet either.
No. Okay, off to a cracking start, but they did say like 20,000 units or something. So anyway. All right, Dr. Raymond, how are you going?
Oh, not bad. Pretty good.
Good. Keeping that
no longer
down.
sick. No longer sick. Been playing
good.
Battlefield 6 Open Beta, which is Pog Champ. Loving it.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, do we have to educate this
Troy,
fellow?
are you not a gamer girl?
I'm not a gamer girl.
He's an e-girl. It's a different.
I play Blokes. I play Farmville.
You play Tetris.
I play Tetris. Oh, I play Legend of Zelda.
PogChamp just means it's a really, really good moment or a really good feeling.
Kyle, I'm not a gamer.
I'm a white guy, and I'm ready to kill.
That's PogChamp.
No, I don't. Like, I actually have heard the term poggers many times, and I have no idea what it means still. Like, I just know it means sick.
The full abbreviation for POG means player of the game, or player of the game. So.
Oh, yeah, I had no idea. I'm the worst when it comes to abbreviations. In fact, you sent one in the group chat, and I was like, do I look that up, or do I just ignore it, or do I just... You said NGL.
Not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie. Yeah, I never would have guessed that. I don't think that. I always have to look them up half the time.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie. You've never been educated.
What? Yeah,
I'm
congratulations.
not gonna lie. You need to learn more.
I'd rather someone just type, I'm not going to lie.
You could just say CBF.
I know, but I don't say that. I say I don't... I say I don't give a damn.
Yeah. IDAGF. No,
like
IDGAF.
I only use boomer. What are they?
Boomerlingo.
Not boomerlingo. Boomer acronyms.
Boomerang.
Or whatever it's called, like LOL and Roffle.
Rafflecopter.
And Rafflecopter.
Bro,
and LeMayo, yeah.
Those are so 2010.
That's because I was a teenager in 2010.
You're just
but now I'm a grown adult, and I've grown up and have kids.
Nothing's changed.
And I don't abbreviate things anymore.
Oh, not as cool anymore. Okay.
That's right. Because if I start abbreviating everything, we're not going to have a full conversation. You're going to see a string of letters, and you're going to have to put the pieces together.
Yeah, well, yeah. English in about 1,000 years is different.
I'm struggling with the what's the generation after Gen Z? The younger kids,
Alpha.
Gen Alpha. Like, I'm struggling with their stuff. If the stuff that people say, like Riz and that, if they use that in general lingo, it hurts. I now know how boomers feel. It hurts to I listened to. I sent it to a friend of mine as a joke, but there was a little TikTok and it's someone using like the Chad Chin feature, but they were using it with Star Wars. Okay. And then AI edited it so that it's got the little young Anakin saying, "Oh, are you a Riz Lord?" to Obi-Wan.
Okay.
You've been mewing that chin for years, haven't you? Only real Riz Lords can mew that hard and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious because I'm like, I don't understand a single thing of this. It's dumb.
Fair enough. How you been going, Mr. Happy Gilmore?
I am good. Yes.
That's good.
I am good.
Nothing else to add? Just
nothing
generic?
else to add.
Good.
Cool.
I mean, I
That's
can
awesome.
add more stuff. We went shopping the other day.
Well, all right, then we'll jump
you
into
wanna
highlights. What's highlights for you, Troy?
Well, so
Happy
the other
Gilmore?
day, Courtney and I went to the shops, right? And we saw some
White guys ready to kill.
kind of. We saw some trans women. Yes, trans women. That's right.
You had to get
We
that
saw
one
some
right because
dude-
we're
we
facing
saw-
cancellation here.
You saw some
No.
women on
I saw some dudes in dresses. Let's put it that way. At Coles, and they were incredibly annoying for
Okay.
being there.
for being there.
Yes.
How dare they
Because
exist?
how do I explain this? They were there, right? But you know how people hang out at like shopping centers and they stand around and they loiter around. These I don't know if I call them fellas or females or these femmas, whoever they were.
I thought you were holding back
Hey,
from saying
fellas, don't
these
tell us
freaks. Oh. Oh, sorry.
Look, nothing actually wrong with these guys, girls. I don't know if they were cross dressers or
Were they French?
or they trans, but they certainly weren't trying very hard. Let's put it that way. But they were like literally at Coles, just standing there at one point, like standing around. They weren't actually shopping, and then they actually started shopping as a group. And one of them had the little pulley basket thing. Like, you know, the little red pulley Coles. One person had a basket and was like walking around as they're talking and shopping. Before they started actually shopping, they were just standing like in the middle of the way near the front of the store. Everyone's way, so everyone had to walk past them. And there was nothing wrong, but I was like sitting there going, why are you guys hanging out here? Or why are you girls hanging out here? Like, do you hang out somewhere else? This is where you go shopping. Nobody's standing around talking to each other at Coles. People are there to do their business, and their business is to buy food.
Allegedly.
I think they realized that people were getting annoyed with them just kind of standing around talking to each other like they were in recess at high school or something.
Were they trying to do like a notice me senpai type
I
thing?
don't know. That's the problem. They seemed like they were just hanging out doing their own business. Like they didn't seem like they were attention seeking, but it was the fact that they weren't. Only one of them was walking around like with a basket essentially.
Yeah.
And you know how when if they've got one basket and you're only buying a couple of things, you'd think you'd walk into the store, you get the stuff that you need, and then you'd go. But these guys shopped for as long as me and Courtney, and we had like a full week's worth or 2 weeks worth of groceries. So they took their time shopping. Let's put it that way.
Is a trans woman a female who's transiting to a male? What's a trans woman?
It's a
Male to
someone with
female?
guy bits who wants to identify as a girl.
Okay. They're a man in a woman's body.
I don't know
AKA
anymore.
before they were born.
I don't even know why it's called trans or that. Shouldn't it just be called woman or man if you want to transition into a man? But they might have just been cross dressers, but they were wearing like women's clothing and
Were they
had
looking
their
like
hair
Priscilla
down
Queen of
and
the
long.
Desert?
But they were clearly guys.
Okay.
They weren't like I said, they weren't trying very hard in that regard. Like maybe they were experimenting. I don't know. I thought they might have been just a couple of blokes taking the piss, but they weren't smiling. They didn't have a goofy smile or anything. Like they were trying to pull a prank or something.
Or planks. You never know.
But I mostly just ignored them. But it was kind of hard when they were standing in my way.
Fair enough. That's it.
That's pretty much it.
Cool.
Saw some transgenders, trans blokes,
Trans people.
trans people. I saw some trans people.
Yeah. Dr. Raymond Sism. Any highlights? from you?
Yes.
Trans people.
no, not a lot going on here.
Fair enough.
Not sick.
Car still
As I said
working?
earlier, car's still working. Took it into town today. I went
That's
to
good.
see Mum and Dad. Mum gave me a big feed of
Big
very
kiss.
hot curry, which I
Cool.
left on the table for dinner. And this one down here, Mr. Doogie, he ate it.
Doogie
Oh.
ate it.
The dog, he tucked into that curry.
You better
Didn't
watch
you,
out when he.
Do a poo.
You better watch out.
I was like, oh, buddy, you are not, because that was like hot by my standards, and I love chili. Like, he chowed down.
Must be damn good.
That was sort of wet.
That'll be him.
Oh yeah, Troy, I don't know if you noticed, but in the last episode, I edited a bunch of that out.
A bunch of the farts and that. Yeah, I did notice something was missing. Like I'm like, I remember. What did you edit out? Just the farts or something else?
Just a few blunders.
What
where
I noticed is not the last episode, but the one before that. You edited out all the Trump stuff that I played,
yes.
all the Trump clips. I was like, I'm pretty sure there was a lot more sound bites of me going.
Quiet.
I have the power.
I don't give a damn.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna go on to my next part.
That wasn't my only highlight. I got others.
Well, we mentioned them then quite quickly.
I would like to clarify. It didn't bother me that how these guys were dressed or anything. It's
Or
the fact
girls.
that they weren't really, or girls, they weren't really shopping at Coles. They were kind of hanging around, like they were getting, like they were hanging around, like they were.
Coles for like what's
That's what I was thinking. Like they had a little circle.
maybe
They
you know
were
what?
loitering at
Maybe,
Coles.
maybe that was a nightclub because Coles FM got some bangers.
That's what I thought. I'm sitting there going, they're not here for the music. They're clearly not here to shop because they had one basket and they will carry. I was just like, I'm thinking, are they here to like show off or get attention or something? Or
Yeah, I don't know.
because also you'd think, like, how do I explain it? No, I'd say it would make sense for a group of people, group of trans women to hang out together. But you'd think trans women would want to hang out with normal women as well. In regard, like you'd think they wouldn't group together in a sense at Coles, if that makes sense.
Go do that at Woolies.
That's it was just odd. If I saw one chick or one bloke walking around shopping, fair enough. But I like there were like 6 of them in a circle, all having a nice chat. Like they organized to hang out there or something.
Sure,
All I can think is why Coles?
I don't know why, but this came to me. There's in the WNBA, there's been lately a lot of dildos being thrown onto the courts.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I just love this headline from The Guardian saying, the trolling of WNBA games with sex toys is skibbity brain rot written large.
Oh wow.
That's The Guardian.
You know how you hear about like how, especially from Go, for example, Caitlin Clark's the best female basketball player and all this
She's a
other
player,
stuff. And
yes.
everyone loves her for some reason, and she's apparently increased the views in the league and all that. One thing I will say that is true is that she does get bullied. Like I've seen YouTube clips, and oh my god, the crap that people do, or that some of the chicks do, that would never happen in the NBA. And if it did happen in the NBA, or when it does happen, I should say, because it does happen on the occasion, like they get removed for months out of games. Like they get kicked, not just out of that game, they get suspended and stuff. Like she literally gets the ball and the other girl just goes and tackles her.
Yeah.
Like doesn't try to slap the ball away, doesn't try to steal or anything, just full on like shoulder charges into her and knocks her over.
Yeah, it's a non-contact sport too, so
It is like it's
a bit insane.
I've seen other ones where it's just as she's walking back to her position, one of the opponents is walking past. They're walking past each other, and she literally turns and bumps into her, like goes. And I'm like, what the fuck? If they did that in the NBA, that player would get suspended. Like they get suspended for less stuff than that, and they get suspended for worse stuff than that. So it's definitely a bit biased.
Yeah,
So maybe they're soft on women's basketball. I don't know.
possibly. Yeah. So my highlights consist of a fair few things because I was in Tasmania this week just gone, and I went down for air, and I hate to report this, but their
I got
air is the
some.
same as Victorian air. So
I
they
don't
should
know.
Should probably change that.
You're breathing the wrong
Stinky.
air then.
Come down for air. It's the same as everywhere else.
That's interesting because I went to Gippsland and I could feel the difference in air.
Oh, that's very obvious,
Yeah?
especially around Traralgon.
What, that
Smells
it's
like
better or
shit.
worse?
Worse.
No, I'm not talking about... No, further out where I was.
Shit.
It's so much better.
Well,
I couldn't
that's true,
smell...
Yeah,
Whenever we
that way is
drive...
way better. That's Far East Gippsland, I'd say.
Well, yeah, Traralgon's not really that far.
No, that's just Gippsland.
But Tasmania should be just as good. Because
Yeah,
it's all trees and it's all higher climate and all that.
Radio station in Launceston is called Chili FM, and their slogan is "They play the hottest hits."
Whoa.
I just
Look out.
I was like,
Oh.
yeah, disappointed in that. I learned something about Launceston. It's the third oldest city in Australia, third behind Hobart and Sydney. Oh yeah, didn't see a single Tasman, which is shocking considering I was in Tasmania, the
Yeah,
place
it's
that the Tasman's
disappointing.
named after.
Jackson, you need to move on from this, all right?
Oh, it's all right. It's gonna.
I will,
get
do
there.
I have to buy a Tasman just to shut you up?
I think it'll shut us both up, to be honest.
Jackson, it's here. Where? Outside
There it
my
is.
place. It's in my driveway. Oh no, it got in the house.
One more highlight quickly about my trip. I drove through some like the Alpine areas, and I saw snow. I'll say because it looked like snow, but then upon closer inspection, it was just ice slush. But kind of counted as snow, which was cool. And the last thing is, it melted by the time I came back. Pissing in a plane toilet is terrible because I had to crouch.
Huh.
That's not fun.
Pussing in a plane toilet because you had to crouch.
I made the mistake of not going to the
Why
toilet
did you have to
before the plane.
crouch? Why would you need to crouch?
Because it was a smaller plane. It was a Qantas Link plane, I should say.
But why do you have to crouch?
Because if you...
To pee, you said?
Yes,
Why would you need to crouch to pee?
because it was a smaller plane.
That doesn't make sense. What do you mean? Is the toilet smaller?
It's very small. There's barely any space to turn around.
Have you tried pointing down with your cock?
And it's gone.
See, where you went wrong though,
Did
Jackson,
you have
was
to tuck? Wait, are you
Instead of-
standing directly over the toilet? Sorry, continue.
Look, I didn't have a measuring
instead of
tape.
having to like squat around and aim for the dunny, there's a hand basin right next to you on the wall. There's-
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, basically like that. Like when you're crouching your knees, that's how it was.
Why?
Because the roof comes over your head. Like it's cylinder.
Okay,
You're meant to lean on the roof with your forehead as a support and
I'm
just
confused.
let it go.
I'm confused. When you walk in the door, do you have to crouch down regardless, or
Not immediately, no.
so?
So
Why
you
didn't
walk
you?
in,
So
open the
can you?
door, walk
Can you?
in.
Can you
Yep.
step in, close the door?
Yes,
Okay, so you step in, close the door, pee in the toilet.
but you have to crouch
Why would you need to crouch?
because I'm too tall.
For what? The toilet? Is the toilet seat too high? I'm confused.
Don't worry, you'll find out for yourself one day. But I advise.
I've
if you
used a
don't
plane toilet. I think
Well,
I
like
have.
I said, it was a Qantas Link flight, so it was a smaller plane.
I just don't get how you have to crouch down like
I'm just too tall. Or my schlong's too long.
for the toilet. Stand back and take aim.
Yeah.
Kyle, help me out here. You understand what I mean, don't you? Like,
Do I?
unless unless you can't
Oh
reach
my
the
God.
unless you can't reach the toilet without having to like the ceiling's too high for your head.
Yes, correct.
Mm.
But if you can open the door, step in and close the door, and still stand, like how far away was the toilet from your body? Could
Well, that's
you
the thing.
have
On those Qantas Link planes, the toilet is right up against the back curved wall.
So
So,
how
like-
far away are you from it?
You've got like maybe 2 feet of
Yeah.
foot room.
Definitely half a meter.
Half a meter, you say.
Yeah, it's
So-
not very spacious.
So couldn't you have just aimed from outside the 3-point line?
And just give it some pressure.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if a little piss lands on the floor. It's a flight toilet. It's a plane
Well, they
toilet.
pay the cleaners
Qantas
for, eh?
toilet.
Yeah, that's right. Look, if I have to crouch to piss, I'm not a woman.
At least I'm not. That's what I think I am. But yeah. And so yeah, I didn't
Fair
mind
enough.
the trip. It was good, but yeah.
You
Came
think that's
home and-
bad? You should have seen the toilet I used when I was on the boat.
Oh,
That was
That-
pretty much the same, wasn't it? It was like that. You had to crouch, didn't you, Courtney?
what was she standing up for?
The shower was part of. I think the toilet and the shower were connected.
Oh, that's delightful.
The shower was a bidet, or there you go.
Nice.
Oh, yes, good
That's what
times.
you want?
Okay, so you went to Tasmania and you didn't enjoy it.
No, it was good. The most annoying thing was the last day of the trip was the best day.
How long did you spend driving? Did you loop around? Because you
No.
said you went to that town. What's it
I went to
called? No.
Launceston, and the only other town I had to drive through was Queenstown. That was 3 hours away.
Yeah, Queenstown's like at the very other side of Tasmania.
It's southeast. Southwest.
Okay, I need to check
Open
this
a map.
'cause
Look up
I
Launceston.
will
and
look
then
at a map.
Queenstown.
I'm just gonna look up Queenstown
Yeah. So yeah, but the thing
because
I
I've
liked
been to
about Tasmania
Queenstown.
is that it's very the reason why it is because like it's got crazy landscape and hills and stuff and like rock sided hills and mountains. Is that back in excuse me, my throat's terrible. Back in the day, like 12,000 years ago, there was a glacial event there. So
Yeah,
apparently there'd been like heaps of glaciers in Tasmania, and it obviously during the melts, it's helped carved out the landscape there.
I'm just looking here because where did you land?
Launceston.
Did you fly or did you?
No, I walked.
No, I meant did you? Come on, you know what I meant.
Yeah, I flew.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to think of where does the Spirit land?
Devonport.
Devonport. Okay, yeah. So, because I when I went, we took the Spirit of Tasmania in Devonport. We drove down. We didn't make it to Hobart, to be honest. We went down and then looped back around past Queenstown.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, because Queenstown also is an historical town for mining, and then the mining boom didn't last a little bit, and then it turned into a hydro mine. I think I don't know how it worked, but
I'm surprised Hobart is more built up than. You think they would have made Devonport their main?
well, yeah, I don't
Main
know how
city.
it worked. I just because I think our old mate James Cook, Captain Cook, discovered, or whoever
Hobart.
it was. I'm not sure if it's him or not, but yeah. Because I learnt recently that Captain Cook or James Cook, he has a cottage in Fitzroy Gardens near the CBD.
Oh.
So he actually had a cottage here. So, but anyway,
Wait, here or there?
yeah, Melbourne, yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You also had slabs. Don't forget that, Jackson.
yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
I think.
Man's
I
gonna
don't
do
know,
what a man's
actually.
gonna do, yeah.
Yeah, but it's 1800s. What are you gonna do?
Yes, true. Kyle, how was your highlights? What did you do? You fixed your car? I mean, you what did you do with the car? You did something with the car.
Oh, I stripped all the bedding and stuff out of it, like all the camper related stuff, bed sheets, pillows, stuff that came with it. Washed it all, put it all back in, got more stuff, disinfected a bunch of stuff.
Good
then
idea.
air
Did you
freshened.
go through?
Yeah.
Did you go through with a blue light just in case, just to make sure?
No, I did not. But come to think of it, I do have a black light, so
Black light. Sorry, yes.
could probably
Might wanna-
go do that.
He walks in, it's just white everywhere.
just burn it, man. Just burn it.
What happened to the van? We don't talk about the van anymore. It's gone.
Shut up.
Yeah, because the other one had a fishing rod. It came with a fishing rod, but not this
My
one.
other-
One came with
highlight.
herpes.
My other highlight would be Courtney's been sick most of this week, so I took 2 days off Monday, Tuesday to
Nice.
look after her and Axel.
Good boy, good husband.
Yes, I'm a good boy. I'm a special boy.
Yes. Now let's move on to the main gossip, which is the name of the episode, which is Kyle's got a topic for us.
Main gossip.
Oh.
did you say?
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Woo!
I'm
All right.
so excited.
So
We can hide it.
this is all about entertainment,
Ooh.
right? So you guys know the website IMDb, where they
Yes.
rank and
Yes.
list movies, just a movie, internet movie database.
Yes.
Yes.
And on IMDb, aside from movies, there is also a lot of adult content on there. Because apparently people
Oh, yeah,
feel
I
the
know
need.
that. Yep.
People feel the need to list and review that as well.
And they
So
also put
even-
the actors who play in them. It's great.
Yep. So going through a bunch of the latest, so the 5 biggest movies that have come out in the last month or two. So you've got like,
Mm-hmm.
where are we?
Happy Gilmore 2.
Yep, we got the Fantastic Four, Superman,
Oh yeah, that's right. So
the Naked Gun remake,
Yep.
Sinners, Happy Gilmore 2, Thunderbolts, and all that. What do they all have in common?
Uh,
Rating
uh,
less than 8 on IMDb.
oh wow.
Wait, hold on. Happy Gilmore 2 got a rating of less than 8. Well, I'm glad I watched the original first and didn't watch that.
Now,
Oh wow.
Yeah, let me see that.
6.2 out of 10.
Wait, did you say Superman got a low rating?
7.5.
I heard that got really good.
Yeah,
Wait,
so like
7.5
you
out
think
of-
it's meant to be a great movie, but 7.5 out of 10. Now, as was brought to my attention by one of our faithful watchers and good friend Mr. Gibbs, who does not leave disturbing comments on our videos,
But we thank them for it.
Yes.
you guys are familiar with the piece of adult content called One Guy, One Jar?
Yes, I do know what you're
Jackson,
talking about.
have you
I think.
heard of
I
this
think
bit
I
of
know
internet
about
I'm
history?
gonna go private
Did this
mode.
did this get reviewed on IMDb?
Yeah, and it has a
Oh.
higher rating than all of those movies I just listed.
I'll tell you what, it's quite entertaining, especially the ending. The ending, it's such a it's such a twist at the end.
Can I read you the thing?
Yeah,
A
read the
brave
description.
man
It's
decides
banger.
to anally insert
What was it,
a jar
one-
into himself for an unknown reason, and thus the inevitable occurs.
Was it one man, one jar?
It's got
One guy, one
7.8
jar.
out of 10.
One guy, one jar. Gotcha.
Oh,
Which is-
yes.
I think it's
Please
kind of
continue.
crazy how, you got big blockbuster movies like that get ratings that, 7's not horrible, obviously. But a movie with a 7.1, it's comparable. Like, what else got 7.1?
I'm reading the reviews that people put for IMDb, and
Wait,
like
is
someone's really gone to depth about this. Watched this back in 2008, and can, in hindsight, conclude that it was before its time.
Wait, is this?
You have to have, I think, to see adult content listed, you have to have an IMDb account. It might not show up.
I'm not
If you
signed
are
into
not signed in,
anything. No,
yeah.
Jackson, are you signed in?
I searched in private mode, and it
I mean, I can give it a shot. I found
Right.
one guy, one jar, but then it says the Legend of Alkensi Tarvako or something.
Alexei Tokava, yeah, he's the dude who filmed it.
He's the so
He's
I'm on the
dude
right
who-
thing.
He is the guy from.
This,
He's the guy with the one jar.
the
Yeah, 'cause
cinematography
it's-
is unique. The
It
entire
says
film is
podcast episode.
No, listen to this. This thing goes on. The cinematography is unique. The entire film is shot in one take with a grainy quality and dim lighting. Might be the only feature film that was
Grainy
shot in
quality.
low resolution for a unique viewing experience. The writing is for me what drags my rating down a bit, but the dialogue lacks coherence and doesn't drive the story forward. Sorry. Also, the special effects look real enough that one might consider it bad taste. Overall, however, a riveting thriller about regrets and that triumph might have unforeseen consequences.
dear.
I must watch with the family. Watch this with the family last Boxing Day.
watch-
A film that will
Can you
go down in
send
history
me-
as a classic. A true
Send me-
story of bravery and triumph that will bring tears and joy. If the actor is not given an Oscar for this, I have truly lost hope in humanity.
Oh my goodness, Jackson, can you send the can you copy and
Yes, I'll
paste that in
send
the
you the
Discord?
link.
Because I want to see if I can access it or not.
Oh, that is amazing.
Because I've been wondering a couple of things. Because I usually use a website to watch watch videos like cartoons stuff like that, And I had to use the other day. I had to actually use a VPN to access the videos.
So the
So
problem
another-
I have. So you go. You go. I want you to explain your point
I was,
furthermore. If you've got to say.
Well, you go on what you're going to say because I'm about to bring up another bit
Adult
of media.
horror.
I was gonna say because the problem with IMDb is that it's open to the internet. Like anyone can just come and review it. And so like if you want a good
I made the
'cause, like
mistake.
if you want a good review, you go to like the proper movie reviewers. But if you want to know what the average Joe wants or thinks, then IMDb is definitely your way to go. And to me, going through all these reviews, like I'm seeing so many 10 out of 10s. Or someone wrote a 3 out of 10 review because of the blood.
Fair enough.
And someone said kind of boring 4 out of 10. But like,
Stunning, brave,
this
and
is the
brilliant.
kind of reviews you get from proper movie reviewers.
This is the story of hope and courage. One guy, one job beautifully portrays the moment of triumph. One feels when victory is within reach, as well as the anguish and pain left in its wake when things break apart and no one is left scrambling to pick up the pieces.
It's crazy what can get reviewed and what is on there. So you got
Ugh.
the latest 28 years later movie. You know, that's people have been anticipating that for yonks,
Yeah, even
and that got a 6.8. You know what has a higher rating than that? Apart from obviously One Guy One Jar, the German propaganda film from Nazi Germany called Triumph of the Will has got a higher rating than. It's got a higher rating than a lot of movies, and the reviews on there are like the same. People are like, "Oh, great film!"
I love memeing.
Hold
Oh,
on, I'm about to blow
I
this
love
wide
looking
open.
at stuff like that.
Let's see.
Is he going to look up another one?
he's gonna break this jar wide open.
And
Do
then
you
I
know
thought-
what actually? Do you know what actually kind of annoys me a little bit about the what's the Rotten Tomatoes and all that? Is that you look at a movie that, especially one that you've seen, you know it's not very good, and you look good, and you look at the Rotten Tomatoes, and because it's got the audience score and it's got the critic
yeah.
score, and they're always flipped the reverse. But what irritates me is you look at the critic scores or you look at the critic reviews, and they're just the most
This is why we love the
wankerish
internet.
things.
This is why we love the internet.
A lot of the
But,
critics just come across as pretentious, unenjoyable idiots.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this movie, blah blah blah, blah. And then the audience was like, "Oh no, it's cool." It was, you know.
Yeah, it's
Good
like
watch.
this is a good movie, or this
Can
was
I-
a brilliant movie, or this
Can
was
I
bad,
Can I say
made me
some-
cry because of this, etc.
Happy Gilmore 2
Yes.
got a lower rating than Debbie Does Dallas the musical.
Not Debbie Does Dallas, but Debbie Does Dallas the musical.
Yeah.
Wow.
To be fair, it is also based on the amount of people that are willing to write a review and who have seen the thing. But that's disappointing that Happy Gilmore only got a 6.2. I rewatched the original with Courtney the other day because the second one came out on Netflix on like the Thursday, like last week or the week before here in Australia. The Happy Gilmore 1 jumped up to like the top 7 movies on Netflix. So Happy Gilmore 2 was like number 2 or number 1. And the original Happy Gilmore was like number 7 and then number 10, and then it dropped to number 46. And I was like, that's very clever. It makes perfect sense because people would either watch the second one, then want to watch the first one to compare, or they watch the first one so they could better prepare themselves to watch the second one. Excuse me.
And 28 years later, got a 6.8. You know what has a 6.9? It's a much
Nice.
beloved movie from this podcast that we have all definitely seen, including Jackson. Pacific Rim has a 6.9.
That's good. It's a great movie.
Yes.
I honestly thought it would actually be higher.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was at one point. It's a great movie to watch while high.
You understand it more, I'm assuming?
I mean, no, but the guy, a sort of a person who used to be a friend of mine, but we don't hang out anymore, told me how good it was when you watch it when it's high, when you're high.
Because you got high. Because you got high.
Because I got high. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
What was the Superman movie that came out recently?
Just,
I got a
just Superman,
7.3, I
Man of
think.
Steel.
Oh, here we go. Super 2025.
It's not called Superman. It's called Super Immigrant or something.
7.5. So, I don't know if this is a thing that you guys share the opinion of, but when it comes to superhero movies, they're getting to a point where they're like, with the music situation, like there's only so many songs that can be made before you're redoing them. For me, it feels like it's going to be similar for movies, especially superhero movies.
Jackson, I was talking to Courtney about this the other day. There are like 10 Superman movies specifically.
That's a lot.
Yes. In the past, I'm going to say 50 years, maybe less, there have been like 10. And I've seen a few of them actually, because I've seen Superman 1, 2, and 3. I've seen Man of Steel. And I've seen, I think Justice League counts, and Batman vs. Superman apparently counts for some reason. And then there's this newest one. And then there was the one before Man of Steel, which is just called Superman, I think.
Oh, Superman Returns. It's about how he comes back to Earth after how many years away. Yeah, I remember that movie.
And the latest one is called Superman. That's not confusing at all.
And then there's one or two before that.
It's like going from like Xbox 1, Xbox 360, Xbox 2.
So I got a friend who's a big comic book fan and a big DC more than Marvel fan. That's Phil. You know Phil. He was on the podcast, Political Man. He still, I don't know how he still gets excited for Batman or Superman movies, but like I can't. I'm not interested. I don't need to see the same thing with the Fantastic Four. Apparently, the new Fantastic Four movie came out. I did not care at all because I've seen Fantastic Four 1, 2, and 3. Then I saw the remake, the Sony remake, and now they've got this one. And I am so over the Fantastic Four because these movies were all made within 15 to 20 years of each other.
The only superhero movie I watched recently was the other night. I got around to watching Thunderbolts.
Oh, I heard that was actually good.
It was alright. It wasn't horrible. I mean, yeah. I wasn't going in with high hopes because, you know, a lot of Marvel media these days is just... I just don't enjoy it.
I just stopped.
That was a decent movie.
I just stopped after Endgame finished.
Was the Super Mario Bros.
I was
movie,
finished.
And that was 7 out of 10.
Wait, the last movie you watched?
Yeah, probably was.
Jackson, you were supposed to watch the Sonic movie.
Which one?
All three.
The first one, remember? Now you've got to watch 1, 2, and 3. Then you got to watch. Then you got to watch Pirates of the Caribbean 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6.
I don't know if I've watched them all. I've watched the
and 7. Well, you've got 4 more. You're only halfway through.
That's the problem when there's that many of those movies.
Don't forget Pacific Rim. You've still got to watch that.
Don't forget
1 and 2.
And then you got to watch what? And then you got to watch 2.
No, that's the only one where you don't have to watch the second one. So,
doesn't
2 doesn't exist. That's a fan
It doesn't
film.
exist.
It's dead to you. Let's see. Because I actually need to. One thing I've been meaning to watch because I love the franchise so much is the Pokemon, and I have to watch. Or
You got to watch. Remember, Jackson, you got to watch Pokemon the first movie.
Yeah,
Pokemon 2000.
Yes, watch that one.
Pokemon 3. Just that's what they're called. That first movie 2003.
But there's usually the title.
Then I start to lose it.
Yeah.
Then there's Pokemon. Oh, I can't think after that.
Yeah, that's why.
But there's a lot more, and then
I
there's
just remember my generation. That's all I remember because like the last one of the Gen 4 movies I need to watch is I think it's called The Jewels of Life, and it's about Arceus.
yeah, that's the last one I watched too, where he like
Gen 5 movies, Gen 6 movies, Gen 7 movies.
where they stole his jewels. They stole his family jewels.
His plates,
Yeah, I know they're plates, but
Yeah.
it
It
sounds
was
funny.
a
when
shock
say
to you
jewels.
guys. I have not seen a single Pokemon movie.
Oh, you're missing out so much.
That's fair.
Oh, you got to watch Pokemon the first movie at least. It's so sad. It made me cry.
Yeah, everyone cried. Yeah, I cried. But mine, I was like 10 or whatever. So
I cried. Yeah, but I cried rewatching the clip.
fair enough. It's funny because I remember watching that Angry Bold Man, or whatever his name is, Angry Hat Man, whatever his name is, and he was like reviewing that video. It was a clip of an old clip of him reviewing it. It's like, oh yeah, so you cry at a dead human and they bring him back to life. Oh, okay, so let me cry and maybe you'll bring back Michael Jackson.
You're right. You shouldn't have let it.
And he's like, how generic is that?
Bring back Michael Jackson of all people.
I think it was just a joke, but yeah, you get the idea. Like heavily criticizing the method of crying tears on a person who's obviously dead or whatever, and it just magically brings it back to life.
This reminds me of, was it you or Courtney? It was no, I was listening to Blast podcast on the left, Jackson. You'll love this. So people got annoyed because there was this statue of a mermaid made like for some local council or
In Denmark, or?
at somewhere. I think it was Denmark, yeah.
Because there is the famous mermaid statue.
And,
yeah.
But people were upset because her breasts were too big. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, too
And
big.
that or something was wrong with their breasts. They were too big or something. And they don't look like a real woman's breasts. And the guys at Love Podcast on the left were like, yeah, because it's a mermaid. It's not real. They're not. What does a mermaid's breast look like?
God forbid an artist shows some passion.
What you're saying about the tears thing made me think of that. It's like, are you telling me that tears from a magical creature that can shoot thunderbolts, that can create electricity magically, that you can capture in a ball, didn't bring a kid who got turned to stone by psychic powers back to life? But got turned to stone by psychic energy back to life?
It's ridiculous.
Of course that happened.
That's
Why
the thing,
wouldn't that
because people would say like, "Oh, well, you watch wrestling? That's all fake." I'm like, "Yeah, well, movies are fake too."
What, you watch wrestling? Yeah, you watch Pokemon. That's more fake than wrestling. At least
that's
there's
fake,
real
yeah.
people. At least there's real people in wrestling.
So I keep hearing ads for the Freakier Friday. I think it's called,
Freaky Friday.
or Freakier Friday.
I don't know. I keep getting Amy ads.
So Freaky Friday premiered in 2003, and then they decided to do a sequel for no reason.
Oh yeah, the Lindsay Lohan and what's her name?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's
Yeah, well,
They swap bodies somehow. I don't know how it works, but it's a weird suggestion of a movie. But yeah,
Movie
Naked Gun
theaters-
got 7 out of 10. That's disappointing.
all these movies keep making sequel upon sequel upon sequel and can't come up with an original storyline anymore.
That's true though, because like I was saying, like there's so many Superman movies or superhero movies. Like eventually they're gonna run out of ideas.
Well, with the superhero movies, they have a lot. They ran out of ideas a long time ago with the superhero movies. Like
same with your creature flicks, like all your vampire movies. How many you could list off a gazillion Dracula movies. Another Dracula movie came out this year as well.
Another one.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was
except it's
like
directed
another.
by Luc Besson, the French movie
boy.
director. He did a version of it. Then last year we had Nosferatu, which is technically the original Nosferatu movie was a rip-off of the Dracula story,
Okay.
just reframed in German.
German. Das ist gut, ja.
But I didn't mind the Nosferatu movie because it was
that movie and that creature, or the concept of Nosferatu, like recreated. It created a whole different genre of vampire.
I love all the memes about the one, the remake from last year, the way he talks. Like, he's got that real, you must do this for me. And people like, you got to bounce on it, crazy style.
Get your wiggle going. I can't do it.
Because one slightly.
I forgot that they made a remake of that.
Yeah, well,
Like, I
guess
was actually going to watch that.
The original OG Nosferatu is,
That's
I
a
think,
very old movie.
credited as the very first ever vampire movie ever made.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct. It's credited, whether it is or not, I don't know, but it's the oldest one I know about.
You know what movie got a surprisingly higher rating than I would have thought? F1, and that's featuring Brad Pitt.
Mm.
But I
Yeah,
think that's due
What's
to
F1?
it's
I can guess
basically
what
Formula
it's
One, the
about.
movie.
I know that's what I could guess what it's about, but
He's the
Like-
old race car driver, and he's back
So
on the
I think the
team.
reason why this movie
is
so,
it just Brad Pitt looking dramatic while he's going like steering after?
So
Like,
I
that's-
think the reason why this movie doing like got good ratings so far is because it basically was born off the back of the idea of Drive to Survive, which was an Amazon series. I want to say it was basically just a documentary about the day-to-day life and the intensity of a F1 racer, and so I think that's where that movie came from. Jurassic World Rebirth got a whopping 6.1.
I didn't bother with that.
That's fair.
Again,
Yeah.
a billion movies. You got to watch 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you got to watch Jurassic World. Then you got to watch Jurassic World 2, and then 3, which is this one. I think.
And
I think
another
there's 3
movie-
of Jurassic Worlds, isn't there?
And another movie that's I don't know if it's gonna be that great is the Fantastic Four movie First Steps.
I've heard it's not that good. Oh, I've heard people actually enjoyed it, but it's not doing so well in the box office.
It looks silly, like a bit too silly, but I don't know if it's meant to be a serious movie or meant to be a comedy movie. Like,
So what's good about it is the way they look and the way they're dressed is how the original comics were.
that's why it's called the
Yeah,
First
that retro
Steps.
future spec looking. Yeah.
Yeah. They got that. Yeah, exactly. It's like this Jetson style kind of look.
Okay,
If you remember that cartoon show.
kind
Yeah.
of yes.
It's one of the OG 2 cartoons. You had the Flintstones and you had the Jetsons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at some other stuff on IMDb here. I'm like, half of these shows or movies I've never heard of before.
You know it's a good movie? That the Flintstones movie. Have you seen that movie?
Not in a long time.
Oh, it's so good. I can't
The
remember too
live-action
much
one?
about it. Yeah, the live action one.
Yeah.
They did
Oh, with,
such a
who
good
was in
job.
that?
And with the
John
puppets and the
Goodman?
props.
Jonathan
No, John
what's his-
Goodman.
Goodman, that's it.
John
Oh,
Goodman.
man.
Rick was it Rick Moranis?
Maybe.
Oh, God,
I just remember the boss was like cooking the books and blaming it on him, and they had to work it out. And like the hot secretary helped him work it out or something, and she was like kind of fell for Fred or something.
Another surprising movie that came out this year is the live action version of How to Train Your Dragon.
Yes, I actually want to watch that because unlike a lot of the remakes that that Disney has done as opposed to DreamWorks, is because different companies and all that, is apparently what these guys have done, unlike what Disney's done with their live actions, is they've gotten the original director of How to Train Your Dragon to help out or to do it, or the original. Whoever did the animated version. They've got them on board to help them creatively with the remake. So it's going to actually be the same movie in a sense, or a similar movie.
Yeah, okay.
But again, it's very soon to be doing that.
Yeah, right. Because when I saw the advert from like, isn't that movie already out? And then I realized it was the live action. Because like the animation must have done pretty dang well that they decide to do a live action. Which I think is a bold move, but I mean, hey, if it does...
I think because the last movie I watched was Happy Gilmore, and then after that, I haven't been watching too many movies lately. I've mostly been watching TV series or watching Chinese cartoons.
Right, tell me your story. Tell us the story about how late you were up watching that one Chinese anime.
Oh, I'm still watching it, but
Tell us what.
so Kyle, I used to read manga. You know what manga is, don't you? So yeah, Japanese comics. I now read manhwa, which is Chinese for manga, so Chinese comics or Chinese manga. And what they do is they've started making Chinese cartoon shows out of those mangas. And because copyright laws are very more fuzzy with Chinese stuff, is that people will take the entirety of this show and just post it on YouTube. So it's got like 56 hours of just this Chinese cartoon, essentially, like moving from episode to episode. And so I stayed up until 2:00 in the morning watching that, and I've been watching it for the past week. I've watched almost 25 hours worth of this show.
Yeah.
But it's so good, and they're not. It's not, and it's. I say cartoon, but it's more like that 3D animation style. I'm trying to think of the actual style, but it's like 3D animation that's been colored and all that. But the storylines are so much better than like the Western media. So much better.
Do you think it's because there's more creative, there's no restrictions, and that the Asians kind of have a more... Because I feel like in the West, there's a lot more...
Restriction on what
restrictions,
people
but
can do.
They're held back because of supposedly wokeism, or like, oh,
I
don't
think
go too
that's-
far left.
I think that's definitely part of it. I think there's a lot of the problem with a lot of Western media stuff is they're trying to fit this box where everyone will enjoy it.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to enjoy this. We want to get as many people as possible, right? Instead of maybe making one movie for a certain group and another movie for another group. And the other problem is how do I put it to get with the whole political thing is that if you've got people that are like on this side of the political spectrum and people on that side of the political spectrum, you're going to have them like one group's going to say they love this movie and the other group's going to say they hated it. And either way, one of those groups is going to bitch and complain online now. But the other thing is with the Chinese media, or not Chinese, but like Asian media, is it's just different as well. It's a different style. Like it's especially the shows that I'm watching. Like the ones that I'm watching are a bit more. They're a bit more like they're all the same. Essentially, it's all the same. It's very similar plot, but it's different to what I'm used to watching. So I'm finding it more novel. But like for example, you got those South Korean dramas that Letitia watched, right?
Yes.
And you'll love this, Kyle. Letitia goes, she tells us about this South Korean drama called, I think it was this one, called Orange Marmalade.
Possibly, yeah.
And I go, yeah, I've read that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's the vampire girl, isn't it? She falls in love with the bloke. And you'll love this. So this, I'll to digress a little, because we were talking about vampires and Nosferatu and that, and how. So this vampire storyline, Kyle, is basically a love story where it's about this vampires are trying to fit into society, and they don't drink blood anymore. They just need something that's red. So they drink tomato sauce, for example, instead. And what the girl does is she purposely files down her teeth so that she looks more normal. And it's this whole love story between her and this bloke who absolutely hates vampires. And she falls for him because she loves the smell. Like, she first noticed him because she's like obsessed with this guy's blood, but doesn't want to drink it or anything. He just smells good or something. And like, he slowly falls for her, she slowly falls for him, and then obviously he finds out she's a vampire, and they've got to go through the drama of that and decide whether they want to be together and other things. But it's like this whole episodic drama. Like, it's a high school drama. But it's got the premise of the girl being a vampire. So, but it's not quite as ridiculous as Twilight, for example. It's not that. It's just a regular like love story, essentially.
It's kind of weird how adaptations can work in that manner, because I don't know. Have you ever heard of the TV show? It's quite popular back in the day. I remember watching it. Called True Blood.
Yes, I've seen all of True Blood.
Heard about
True Blood's brilliant too.
And that's based on a series of books called the Southern Vampire Mysteries, which are kind of like, again, you wouldn't think it, but they're kind of like teen drama books. But then they've translated over to television, completely different, and in my opinion, way better than you would get it from reading a teenage semi-romantic vampire girly novel.
Yeah, I would never have gotten that from True Blood.
Yeah.
Like, True Blood's almost kind of like borderline horror, just borderline.
Yeah, well,
it's certainly, but it's also
R-rated,
certainly
like,
dramatic.
very violent, like yeah. But there's a couple of movies that are like that. There was a movie that came out a couple of years ago called Bones and All, which is about cannibals, like there's people that have this inbuilt need to eat others, and that's also based on a book that just so happens to be one of those high school age
kids
teen drama books. And I've seen a lot of people say, "Oh, I saw the movie; it was great. Can anyone recommend the book to me?" And everyone who's read the book is like, "No, don't read the book.
It's completely
different." But yeah, the movie, brilliant. Loved it. But...
You also get the opposite effect too, where the books are better than the movies with a lot of cases. Like Courtney was telling me about how. Sorry, Jackson wants to say something. Or...
No, I was going to say, because the adaptations, you could also like movies versus books. You can almost do the argument also for movies versus the video game.
Video games are very... So everything translates into a video game really well. No matter what it is, you can make a good video game out of it, or a video game that's semi all right to a degree. but you cannot do the reverse very easily. It's very hard to translate a video game into other media.
Yeah.
And part of it is because there's that much content and that like it goes that far that how do you get it all in there, for example?
Yeah.
Like some and no matter what happens, there's always going to be people that aren't happy with it. Fallout is a perfect example. I love the Fallout TV show. I liked the Fallout games as well. But a lot of people didn't like the Fallout TV show, and a lot of people also said, "Oh, it's not like Fallout 1 or 2." And people have had the same issues with Fallout like 3 and 4 and 90 whatever the next one.
Yeah.
They've had
76.
issues because they're not the same as 1 and 2 because 1 and 2 were done completely different games. And the only thing that's the same is the name and similar running story. But
I think the other reason that sometimes games don't translate over so well to other media is, a game has a basic story like a movie, but everyone who plays a game, everyone who plays the same game plays through the same missions and whatnot, but their player experience is different for every
Completely
single person.
different.
No one plays a mission exactly the same as another person plays a mission. So like, that's why some people might watch a bit of media that's based on a game and be like, "Oh, it's not how it was," blah, blah, blah. But it's like, well, it's not
that's
how
not
it
what
was for
happened when I
you.
played.
Yeah,
Because I'm thinking too, like, of the superhero movies, like, them translating to games, they make a lot of games, but none of them really end up being that great. Like, you don't always hear about, you don't hear any instances where, oh, this Superman movie is the best video game ever. It's like, you don't hear that. That's not a thing. The only one superhero movie, video game that was good was the Spider-Man movies. Game, sorry. Spider-Man 1 and 2 were the
No,
best.
people
OG
love the
games.
Batman games.
Never played them, so I can't.
And you've never played
I
Arkham
guess-
Asylum?
No.
Well, there you go.
But
You should
like
play Arkham
Arkham
Asylum. 'cause I
Asylum
finished
games
it.
are good, but they're not really based on any of the media.
Okay, it's original stories.
Like, because there was, like Batman Begins and the Bale Batman movies. There was a game for Batman Begins.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
like,
true.
It's like, did you play that? Like, was that good? Like,
I did play it, but I don't think I enjoyed it that much. I think it was too story based. But that's based on they're based on comics as well. After that,
yeah.
like you go after comics because it's not based on the movies, although it's specifically. But Jackson, what about the Lego move? What about the Lego games, the Marvel Lego games, and all that, and the Star Wars Lego games?
I don't know,
And
but
the
those-
Hobbit Lego games.
all
the
the
Hobbit
Lego games.
Ooh, the Hobbit Lego games.
All the
Ooh,
Lego games are hits.
The Shire. What's it called? The what's the last that one that came out recently? Or
I don't
there's
know,
a
but-
there's a Lord of the Rings game called The Shire something, and it's
Yeah, it's
basically you run around as a hobbit and cook stuff.
Lego video games never miss. They are always really good because the comedy style in those games is brilliant. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I would.
really
I wouldn't know. I've only played a couple of them, and only for 5 minutes because I
That's
get
fair.
bored.
I remember playing through the Lego Star Wars games, but I do own a few of the Lego games. What have I got here?
Yeah.
I've got Lego The Hobbit and Lego Lord of the Rings. That's it.
Nice.
But most of the Lord of the Rings games are fantastic.
Actually, yeah, they were, because that's
Every
another thing
single
that
Lord of
turns
the
to
Rings
bum
game is
out.
good.
Like, video game, movie tie-in video games.
One
And
on
yeah, like
PS2
a
was
lot of
good.
them have been trash. But
don't
yeah,
know what
the
I don't
Twin
know
Towers, Twin Towers.
Yeah, the Twin Towers. Yeah.
Oh, the Two Towers. That's
Tower,
it. It's like, wait, the Twin Towers? Something's off here.
Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, not twin.
Gandalf,
two.
second tower.
Eagle
The
down,
Two
eagle
Towers.
down. So when I
The
jack
Two
the
Towers
Eagles,
video.
Gandalf.
Yeah, the Two Towers PS2 game was dope. Like, I can say that. Yeah.
That's
Because remember
true.
was that four? That was 4-player co-op, wasn't it? I don't remember. Yeah,
Mate,
I remember
I
the
don't-
last. Well, the
I don't
last
think
ever
so.
mission, you just basically have to protect, and the horde of army just comes through.
I've played a few Lord of the Rings video games to the point where I can't even remember what most of them are called. But no matter what genre of video game they go into, they're always pretty good. Like what's the ones which are like Age of Empires style? I forget what they're called.
Wait, video games,
No,
movies.
so Lord of the Rings video games, but they're like
Real-time
forget what it
strategies.
yeah,
RTS.
Yeah.
yeah. The RTS Lord of the Rings games are good too.
Fair enough.
Of
I was
course,
gonna
my
make a-
favorites were the RPGs, but
I was gonna make a joking remark like, "Oh, when's the Battlefield movie coming?" But I'm like, "Oh, there's been every war movie ever. It could just cover Battlefield or Call of Duty for that matter, actually."
Well, we do.
But I think some series of games would be open to creativity of making movies. But the problem with like Call of Duty or Battlefield is that no one wants to see people talking in a war room. They just want to see the action.
Yeah.
But
And we could almost bring up the most famous non-cohesive video game to movie series ever made would have to be Resident Evil.
oh,
Like, there's
yes,
how many Resident Evil
they're
movies?
all over
And
the place, but
the
they're all
only thing
good
they
in a
have-
different way.
like, they are by no means brilliant movies, but have I seen every single one of them? Yes. Yes, I have.
Wait, including the cartoon ones or the mainstream ones?
See, at least the animated ones have the
Have
characters from the
characters
games.
in it. Yes. Well, that's not
Yeah.
true. Resident Evil, I think is it 4 or 5 where it introduces a couple of the video game characters. It introduces Leon
they
and
kind
that, I
of
think.
Cameo
Not very
in-
well, but
Yeah, across all of them, you know, all of the movies at least feature one or two characters from the games. But
but that's
the problem,
they're completely different media.
yeah, like, and
You know what
like, it's just fan service. A lot of it when the characters do show up.
True.
Plot.
You know what they have in common, Jackson? The movies with the video games.
plot.
They have zombies
Check.
that were caused by a virus called the T virus, and the villains or the big bad monsters is in each of them pretty much. Like the super zombies or whatever they're called. That's
And then there was
that's what they have in common. Stories completely different.
the absolutely abysmal Resident Evil Netflix series, which came out in 2 or 3 years ago, which was so bad it immediately got cancelled.
Wait, what
Wow.
was it?
I hadn't even heard of that.
Yeah, there's a Netflix Resident Evil series that came out. and
Oh, okay.
Everyone hated it. It made the movies look like well-written masterpieces.
As opposed to the garbage.
And I was kind of bad because I think that was one of the last things that Lance Reddick, the actor, starred in before he died. And it was like, he was a good actor. And that was his dying
deserved
words.
better.
Was
His
being
legacy.
Netflix Resident Evil. Oh,
Damn.
Oh no. I think one thing that definitely made those movies good was because the soundtrack that was never in the video games. The soundtrack.
oh, they actually
Actually-
pretty big name bands do the soundtracks for the movies.
You know, probably one of the most famous, well-known video game to movie, or vice versa, Tron, or
yeah,
Tron.
actually, there's a new Tron movie coming out, isn't
Yes, there is. And what's it called? I can't remember. I've seen the trailer for it.
I know
and
what
it
you're
looks-
talking about. Yeah.
It looks crazy. It's like red. It's all the theme is red. Like all the dudes
And
are red.
Is
now.
there a Stranger
Jared
Things
Leto.
video game?
Yes.
Or
Jared Leto is the main actor in it.
oh, it's got Jared. Oh, it'd be good. Yeah. Is there a Stranger Things video game? There'd
Yeah, I
have to
think
be,
so.
wouldn't there?
No, isn't it?
No, they do have. They did a collab with. Is it Dead by Daylight? And one of the monsters that you
yes.
can run away from is the Demogorgon.
Oh, that's not too bad then, because there is a there's an app game that you can play for
There's a Steam
Stranger
game.
Things. There's a like little 2D platformer
Yes,
kind of
that's what I'm
style
looking at,
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that a little bit. That was terrible, but that's not. I don't count that. Any app game doesn't count if it's based on a video game because it's so easy to turn that into a video game, like make an app version.
Yeah. I'm just looking to go through my Steam library. And I'm like, what could make a good movie? Rocket League? Nah, too much CGI.
Actually, I thought about that.
I would love.
How would they make that though? How would they make a Rocket League movie?
I don't know, but I would love to see a Just Cause movie. That would be hilarious.
See,
That would
is a bit
actually
of
be good.
game media
That
that
would
would
make-
work.
That would work really well because it's basically just James Bond on steroids.
Yeah.
And you just have to get Michael Bay to direct it, so there's a billion
exactly.
explosions.
Exactly. That would be the best.
But I could just imagine a scene where the main character's standing there and like he's running away. He turns, he throws like an explosive, jumps out a window, and the building goes poosh, and he just flies. He just glides away. Did you complete the mission? Yeah, I got him. No, did you get the briefcase? I got him.
A joke suggestion I would love to see is a movie, Goat Simulator. There's like 3 Goat Simulator games, so there's surely a movie soon. But actually, on a semi-serious note, I would love to watch a SimCity movie, or City Skylines movie, because I like playing city building games. They're kind of fun.
I don't know how that would work though. How would that work?
Neither.
How would you even make a movie out of that?
I don't know.
The whole movie is a guy standing there with a piece of paper, We're
We're
pointing.
gonna build this building here. And then
Speaking
just
of guys-
constant time skips 20 years later.
Fast forward to.
But yeah, why don't they make a Tetris movie next?
I feel like they
have made a Tetris
exist.
movie.
I feel like they have.
It's about
too,
the history
yes.
of Texas. It's about the history of Tetris and how it
documentary,
got
though, yeah.
put onto Game Boy.
Sorry, that little misslip was.
Oh,
It's about the history of Texas. Yeah, Tetris is born in Texas.
Ram.
He
I'm a
lived to the
Tetris
ripe
Ranger.
old age of 69.
you could see actually Come Again would be good. You do Come Again with what was that movie you saw, the famous first thing?
Well, there's that other one that came out recently. What is it? The
Twisted Metal?
Twisted Metal. That's it. Yeah, that's a
And that
series
actually
that
turned
came
out to work really well for a video game to
I would
TV
love-
adaptation.
I would love to see a crossover with Come Again and Resident Evil. That would be sick.
So I think games translate better into TV series as well, because
Yeah,
you can
I think-
expand them more.
Yeah, you're not trying to compress everything into an hour and a half or 2 hours. Instead, you've got the time to flesh it out. I think that's why ultimately games will always make better TV series than they would a movie.
Because you think about
Unless
it,
it's
if you were to
Resident
try and do if you were to try, well, the funny thing is they expanded that as well. But if you try to do a Fallout movie, it would take way too long.
Oh, we
What
missed
about
one.
Pac-Man?
Blame it. There was Halo TV show or TV series.
Which
There's
apparently
already kind
is
of a Pac-Man movie, but it's not really
horrible.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, I don't know what it was horrible about it, but
well, it was
There's also a Pac-Man TV cartoon show. Sorry, I was talking to Courtney. Continue.
the with the Halo show. Part of
Oh, that was that
everyone
show.
likes about the games is Master Chief never takes off his helmet.
oh, that's
He's
right.
just always this real gruff,
They took
stoic
off his
dude,
helmet
and
in the TV show.
Yeah,
in the
people
very
was-
first episode of the
He
TV show,
takes
he
it
takes
off.
off his helmet to be more human, and it's like you're missing the point of the character
Yeah.
entirely.
No, I actually agree with them doing that. People are 50-50 on this when it comes to him taking off his helmet. I think they needed to do that because otherwise you just have this character who's basically quiet the whole show. And they had to fill the show. It can't just be Master Chief fighting everyone all the time.
I mean,
They needed some drama, and it worked really well at how him and the other Spartans dealt with normal people, because that was based on the history of the game. The Spartans were very antisocial people because they were all controlled basically.
You
Yeah,
saying
well, they were
that is
originally
making me
created
want-
to kill other humans, not even aliens. They were made to squash rebellions.
But that's the best part is they do that in the series as well. The first thing they do is show up on a rebellious planet, kill all the aliens, and then they go to kill the rebels as well. Or he captures one of the rebels.
You talk about the point about how it needs to make him interesting or relatable, humanize him. How are they going to do that with Link? Because Link doesn't talk. So, they're going to insert a voice box into Link at the start of the movie. Oh, this is weird. He talks.
We've discussed this, Jackson.
I
He
know,
does
I
talk.
know.
He goes, yeah,
Yeah.
And he
yeah,
makes
yeah.
questionable noises when he breaks pots for rupees.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ah!
I want to bring up some breaking news. This happened 3 hours ago, roughly. And it relates to Victoria in a funny way, but it's kind of sad. A 14-year-old boy has been slashed with a machete in a shopping centre attack in Hoppers Crossing.
Again?
Shouldn't be playing when
Yeah,
you're
that,
like,
that machete.
I'm
ban
getting
works
sick of
great.
these. I'm getting really sick of these shopping mall machete attacks that keep happening. No.
Do you remember how they introduced the bin? That little bin that's going to save us all from machetes?
Oh, the little bin. What bin?
hand in your
how they-
machetes.
Wait, is there actually a hand in your machetes thing going on?
Yes.
Yeah, they
I
have an
think we had
amnesty going at the
discussion
moment,
last
so you
time.
can-
Yeah, we did.
I shared a screenshot of it. Here it is. The Machete Amnesty Safe Disposable Bin.
If it worked for guns, it'll work for machetes too.
Yeah, that's right. And unfortunately, a 14-year-old boy has been slashed.
Okay, but did he Is that all?
Yes.
But did he die?
Did he get hurt?
But did he do it?
But he did it to himself, didn't he? No.
Tell him to grow
Well, that's the
up.
funny thing. Every time I hear about these machete attacks, they're like, "Oh, the victim was cut."
Really?
Or they were slashed. But they're fine. They went to hospital and they're fine.
Yeah.
They love the media loves the word slashed. Don't want to use the word cut. He got like there's a little scratch on his arm. Oh, he was slashed. No, I shouldn't say that. I don't actually know. Maybe he was actually slashed. And
You
it's
know why they're
actually
taking the machetes to
quite
shopping
bad.
centres? Because they want to slash
Machete was always
prices.
described as stabs, and then they're like, how do you stab with a machete?
Exactly. You can't stab with a
Yeah,
machete.
but the titles always say
I hate
stab.
that.
Oh yeah. Do some of them? Yeah, some of them say stabbed with machete,
Stab with knife, and then it goes on. Say machete.
and then it turns into a machete. Yeah.
Mm.
You can't stab with a real machete.
Yeah.
But I want to know if these machete, because I think machete, designed for chopping in a forest or
Yes.
chopping through.
Yes.
I've used a machete. I lived in the bush for a while. So when they say machete in these nude articles, do they actually mean machetes or do they mean knives of some sort?
Well,
Yeah.
the ban when they brought the ban in, was called the machete ban, but it covers any oversized knife, machetes, anything shaped like a sword, and so like even big butcher's knives, unless unless you're using one for work, you're not allowed to have it.
See, I'm sitting there going like they're making it in some ways. I feel like they're making it worse, right? Because if you don't let these criminals have machetes, they'll switch to baseball bats. And honestly, I think you can almost do more damage with a baseball bat. I feel like
The critical flaw with the whole law is that if we ban them, that means that the criminals are definitely going to hand in their illegal weapons.
Especially in Victoria.
It's the same with firearms being banned. Oh, Australia's always finding more ways to take guns off of people by lowering the limit you're allowed to own, allowed to collect, and this and that and that and that. But they do all this and it only really ever affects the lawful gun owner.
no, yeah,
And it's
100% true.
The same with machetes now. Like all the people who have owned them and used them for the last however many years for the right reasons are now getting penalized. And do you think Mr. to attack you with a machete in the mall criminal is going to be like, you know what, I should really go hand this in? I don't think so.
I'm just imagining like the police walk up to this old bloke's place and all right, Gavin, give us your machete. No, it's mine. I've had this machete for 30 years. No, it's illegal now. Give it to me, Gavin. But I use it to cut down. No, you could run into a store. I'm 86 years old, officer. How am I supposed to? I can't run anymore. Yes, that's maybe the case, but you could use that machete in a shopping center somewhere.
This is a good point, though. The only bin they've got is in the CBD. They should be putting these in the shopping centres, honestly.
Put it to the heart of the crime. Take it to the scene.
Yeah, make people reconsider,
In SA, they haven't really got any of the bins where you can hand them in, but they've done a thing where they've got an amnesty period where you can, bring it to the cop shop and you won't get in any trouble.
Yeah, they should
Their
offer
their
a cash
guidelines
reward.
to say make sure the blade is sheathed or wrapped in cardboard so it cannot harm anyone.
Hand in a fake one just for fun to see what they do.
Help me out here. So there was that store. Yeah, it's Aussie Disposals, isn't it?
Yes.
Wait, have they all disappeared?
I think they may have gone out of business.
Or just switched? They probably would have switched to online because I used to love going to Aussie Disposals and having a look. I never bought anything, but
I knew someone who worked there, and they got treated like trash.
yeah, by who?
They told horrific stories that they barely paid on time, overworked,
Really?
understaffed. Yeah.
Wow. Because I used to love going to, like I said, Aussie Disposals, and I actually had bought a couple of things, but I hadn't bought like anything in a while. And I just realized when I was thinking about machetes, because I'm like, where can I get a machete before I can't get one anymore? But
They're still. Oh, they got
I
some
had
stores.
bought mine from a proper knife store in Queensland.
Oh.
And like the one that I had bought, obviously before this ban came in, it was,
but
100% legal.
it's just in Victoria though. Is it in South Australia? It's banned as well.
Yeah, Vic and SA.
The Aussie Disposal store in Frankston closed last year.
Soon you won't be able to hold a piece of timber that's more than a meter long without a license. You could hurt someone with that. You could put some nails in there and hit someone and hurt someone. You wouldn't want.
You got your license. You got your nail license, mate. What you got?
Nail gun license.
Oh, he's got a sharpened license. Have you got a license?
Yeah, they're concerned about these people like having machetes, but if they can't get a machete, you know what they're going to do? They're going to grab a board and start hammering nails into it, or a baseball bat and hammering nails into it, and bam, you've got something worse than a machete. Like, what do they use the machetes for? What, to scare people? Isn't it? Do they even use them that much on people?
Spread butter on bread.
Yeah, that's what they use them for.
And not to sound
heat it up first,
like I'm being prejudiced, but the machete attacks in question that sparked all this were done by African migrants who it is the norm for them back in their countries to, attack each other with machetes. And so they've just come over here, obviously gotten into a dispute and gone to do what they would do back home. Which, newsflash, we don't do that here.
Not normally.
I'd actually be really curious, like, what percentage of the people, like it sounds bad, but what is the actual, where the people who have done these attacks, where they're from, whether they're Australian born or not? I'd be really curious. But they don't share. They don't want to share. They don't want to share that information, which tells me that it's probably not people who were born here.
And then, I guess on the other end of the scale, you do have a lot of, like, especially around some of the more questionable parts of, like, northern Adelaide suburbs and whatnot. And you'd probably get it over in Melbourne too, the little Eshe kids who walk around with a oversized knife tucked into their pants and their shorts, thinking they're hella tough. It's like, who are you using that on? Like, it's bigger than your arm. I'm surprised you can carry it.
I'm the king of Frankston.
Get your shoes, bro.
Have you seen Jackson? You know what I'm talking about. I'm the king of Frankston.
Yeah, think so.
It's this like little kid on the train.
Yeah,
I'm the king of Frankston, bitches, or something.
Yeah. Is he on the train?
He's on the train. And he's like harassing this older fella, and honestly, like,
he's an Eshe man.
I feel bad for the old guy, but at the same time, like, I wouldn't let a little kid, like, I don't care if they're gonna charge me with assault or abuse or something. If some kid's slapping me in the face, I'm not gonna let him slap me in the face.
No,
I'm gonna grab him by the neck.
Yeah. Anyway,
or at least put him in a headlock or something. You're gonna slap me in the face again? No. All right then. I'll let you go now.
You're not gonna slap anyone in the face. Oh. Whoops.
Maybe not that far. Yeah, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go put my son down. Jackson knows what I mean.
That'll go down forever in our life. Our lives. Don't put him down. Yeah. On that slashing note.
On that smashing note.
Smashing. He's gonna find it.
Yes.
Our famous outro.
No.
This is why I edit.
I don't actually have to find it. And I actually purposely am leaving this so that to get you to do some work.
Well, I've been doing work, unless you haven't been realizing.
You've been doing the wrong kind of work, Jackson.
Oh, I apologize.
You've been doing work that conveniences you,
I'm so sorry.
not work that conveniences us. You didn't have to remove the Trump stuff, just like how you don't have to remove this rant, but you're going to. Now, where the heck is this outro? I can't actually tell it.
If you want to watch the unedited version, folks, you watch it on the YouTube channel.
Subscribe to our
you get to watch.
OnlyFans.
You get to watch the
subscribe to our
live
OnlyFans,
stream.
where we post nothing but fans.
Yeah, I don't have. What was my outro?
Outro new, outro this, outro that.
I believe it was the. Here we go.
Don't be rude.
I'm gone.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
Well, I guess you could say, technically. See you next time.
Yep. Now, what's this?
Watch Happy Gilmore 2.
Okay, wait.
Cinemas now.
Yeah.
And before we go, Rowan, you start.
Hey, let's go, Kinkatsu! Taisetsu na mono, protect my balls! Boku ga warui, so let's fighting!
Let's fighting
love! Let's fighting love!
Thank
The
you, South
irony
Park
is-
lawyers.
The irony behind that song is like it's the perfect example of why kids shouldn't play with deadly weapons because they all
Probably.
buy ninja weapons.
Don't buy ninja weapons.
And Kenny buys a throwing star and actually throws it.